Hello, welcome to our instructional video on how to make a loaf of bread using the Kenwood BM450 bread maker. This is Naomi and she will be helping us do this. Now we're going to be making recipe number 5 French bread in the book. There's two reasons for that. One is it's perhaps the easiest because it doesn't need any oil or fat, and the other is that it's the nicest. We have all of our ingredients lined up. So this is what we need: water, bread flour, fine French plain flour, that's the same as 00 flour or pasta flour, salt, sugar and yeast. So here we are, we've got our water. This is not measured out yet, this is just making sure we've got enough water. Some bread flour, some super fine 00 grade pasta flour, that's the same as the French fine flour, some salt, some sugar, some yeast, and 2 sticks of celery in some blue ink. We might not need them, but it's good to have them just in case. Okay, Naomi, please can you open up the bread maker and remove the pan? We have not yet turned the bread maker on. We're going to twist the pan slightly in order to lift it out. Well done, and that can go straight onto the scales. You'll notice that we've got the paddle, this thing here, already in the bread maker. We want that in there right from the word go. Okay, now we're going to put in the ingredients that are listed and we're going to put them in the right order. That's critical. We're going to make a 750 gram loaf. So we're going to be following down here with these ingredients, but obviously you can make a 1 kilogram loaf if you want it quite big. Right, so we need to start with 310 millilitres of water. How much does 310 millilitres of water weigh now? I'll give you a clue. 1 millilitre weighs 1 gram.
2.
So how much does 310 millilitres weigh? It's just the same in grams.
310 grams.
Correct. Well done. Right, so we're going to turn on the scales. Can you turn on the scales? Make sure it's zeroed. And then we're going to add in some water. So add in some water and we're going to get it up to 310. Stop. Oh, whoa. Right, that's 306. Let's very carefully add just a little touch more. A little too much more. After carefully not spilling anything, we have now continued the process. We put the water in. We're now sticking in the flour. So this is the strong white bread flour, of which we need 400 grams for a 750 gram loaf. We've got 283 grams in there so far. So we're just going to stick a little bit more in and get that very carefully.
It's not actually over there. You can only see that. Hello everyone!
400 grams, 401, that'll do. We're gonna just move that around so that it covers the water. You'll see why in a little bit.
Can I have a go?
Go on then. Beautiful, well done. Thank you very much. Now we need 50 grams of the fine French plain flour. That is the superfine 00 flour. We are not going to reset the scales, we're not going to bother. You could do, but we're just going to chuck in another 50 grams and get it up to 450. So, just chucking it in on top. No, stop! And we have too much plain flour, too much 00 flour. So we're going to take some out. Right, we will just stick some in here and take some out. Now this is a bit tricky because we want to take out the 00 flour, so we're going to take out the top layer of what we took in. This step is not really necessary. The ideal is to put the flour in a little bit more carefully so that you don't have to go through this process. But we are where we are. Life is what it is, and we will make the best of it. There we go. We're down to 450 grams. So that's the 400 grams of bread flour and the 50 grams of superfine 00 grade flour, as it says here and here. Good. Now we need our salt, sugar and yeast. We're going to make sure, as we did before, that the flour is covering the water. It looks like it is. There we go. We're going to put in the salt, sugar and yeast. The salt we're going to put in one corner, doesn't matter which corner. The sugar we're going to put in another corner, doesn't matter as long as it's a different corner. And the yeast we're going to put just in a little gap here by the paddle in the centre. Okay, Naomi, please can you find us, we're going to start with the salt, please.
How much?
And we need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. That's what this one does.
Is this a half?
This is 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Okay, no, a bit more. Make sure it's a bit more full than that. All right, yeah. Now in this corner.
Oh.
In this corner.
Didn't you say it didn't matter?
And we are now going to do 2 teaspoons of sugar. So this is 1 teaspoon.
Oh.
I'm going to use this to do the sugar. There's not much sugar left in here, but I think there will be enough for us to get a couple of teaspoons out. Right, let me see. Who's doing this, you or me?
Me.
Okay. Right, we might need to pause this and go and find the other sugar. Hold your horses. Okay, we're back with our new sugar. This is caster sugar, but it really doesn't make any difference. So we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of this. Can you grab 1 teaspoon, Nate? A bit more than that, so it's nicely levelled off. And we're going to put that in the opposite corner. So we're going to put this down here. That's it. Hold your horses. And we've still got some in there, so we're going to scrape that out, otherwise we won't get quite enough. And then we'll do 1 more. Scrape out our slightly damp teaspoon. That'll do. We don't have to be perfectly precise about this. And now the yeast. How much yeast do we need? We need 1.5 teaspoons. So we're back to our 1.5 measurer. Here's our yeast. I will get some out and pass it to Naomi. And she
How many do we need? 3?
No, this is 1.5 teaspoons in there already.
Oh.
So we're going to put that in the middle. Congratulations! We now have all of our ingredients. We've got our water, we've got our bread flour, our French plain flour, our salt, our sugar, and our yeast. And we're now going to stick it in the bread maker. So, lift it up by the handle and drop it into the bread maker. Now, if we put it down at a slight angle and then it clunks in and we twist it, and by that point, if we pull up on the bar, then it won't lift because it's locked in place, okay? And it's now square on with the pan. So we're going to close the lid and kick the process off. Yes, Naomi, what would you like to say?
No, it's a whisper.
Yes, go on then, whisper.
If we don't take it out, then Grandma might not know how to take it out.
I know, that's all right. We'll take it out later and she'll see.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Okay, great. Right, we're going to turn it on at the wall. Now, we need French Programme 5. We're making a 750 gram loaf. That's a medium loaf. Okay, so let's find our control panel.
Can I press it?
Yes, you can press it. So we're going to start by pressing this Programme 1 until the display says 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on program 5. Okay, we want to make a 750 gram loaf. So we're going to change the size until the indicator up here says 750 grams. Now, can you do that, please? This one here. Till it says 750 grams at the top. Don't mess about, please. Naomi?
What?
Until it says 750 grams at the top. So look up here. Can you see where it's pointing? We just want to make it point to 750 grams. That's it. That's all we needed. And the final thing we're going to decide is whether we want it to be very crusty or medium or a light crust. I think we're going to go with a light crust. Yeah. So this one here determines that. Just wait now. You can see this arrow here is pointing to the thin line, the medium line or the thick line. We're going to move it to the thin line so that we get a thinner, less crispy crust. So we're going to press this one until that arrow points to the thin loaf of bread. Stop. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got it on program 5, we've got it on 750 grams, and we've got it on thin crust. And it's going to take 3 hours and 23 minutes. And all we need to do now is press go. Just before we do that, we're going to do this with the pan lid lifted up to start with so that we can see what happens. Naomi, can you hit the go button? That's the triangle just down here. And as soon as you do that, you will see that it starts to mix it up. Initially, it's going to mix it in bursts, and then after a while, it will get going and start mixing it properly. Okay, there we go. We have our loaf of bread starting to be made. We will close the lid. And we will come back in 3 hours and 23 minutes for the final stage. You'll see what it's doing, actually. It's doing the kneading, the proving, the baking, and then the cool cycle, or the keeping it warm cycle rather, which we will try to avoid. So in 3 hours 23 minutes it will have gone through the first 3 cycles and it will be ready for us to take it out of the bread pan. Naomi, please give yourself a clap.
Bye!
Okay, we've cooked our loaf of bread and it's nearly ready to go. There we go. It's just started beeping, so no minutes left on the timer. And it's ready to come up. So, Naomi, could you very carefully lift up the lid? And we will have a look. So it's now super hot. There's our nice yummy loaf of bread in there. We're going to turn it off at the wall. And we'll get it out. Now this is very hot, so we're going to need oven gloves. We have the oven gloves here.
Can I try one on?
Yeah, Naomi's going to put one on. I'm going to put one on. And now we're going to do a big high five. Right, now I'm going to take this glove off Naomi. Naomi's going to hold the camera. And we're going to get it out. So the bar up, we twist slightly and we lift. And we'll bring it round to where we have our cooling rack waiting. I have one of these that we sometimes need. Have you got that in shot? No? Can you show this? We sometimes need this to get it out of the pan. We sort of stick it down the sides to loosen it if necessary.
Go down the side.
Hopefully we won't need that today. So we're just going to tip over. And oh yeah, it's just going to come out really nicely and easily. There we go.
Delicious. Like that.
Now what we would do is we would just turn that over like that and leave it. Naomi, keep filming, please. Okay. We would just leave that to cool. We do have a slight issue here because you might notice that the paddle is now gone from the bread maker. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. If the paddle... Yes, that is what you saw, isn't it, Naomi? You saw on the bottom of the bread. It's stuck in the bread. If we turn it over... very hot. We'll see the paddle is stuck there. So we're just going to loosen that and get it out. Now, can you hold the camera while I do this?
Can I say you don't need to use that knife?
You can talk if you like, yes.
You don't need to use that knife, but you can use any knife you want.
That's good to know, isn't it? It doesn't have to be purple.
No.
I'm going to switch to a plastic thing actually, because I don't want to spoil the non-stick on the paddle. Ow! There we go, we've got the paddle out. Now we're going to turn the bread back over. And we'll ideally leave that to cool for maybe half an hour or so. The paddle can go straight back in the pan. And the best thing to do is not to clean any of this. It gets so hot it doesn't really need to be cleaned. And if the paddle sort of sticks onto the pan, then it's more likely not to come out in the bread next time. And that's even better. So we won't bother cleaning that. We will just stick it in the bread maker when it's cooled down a little bit and then put it away. So now, put the water down, please. And with the bread in shot, one last high five. Well done, Nate. See you later.
Bye.